Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Fangs Out, Blood Apocalypse. And this lean, 83-minute film from writer-director Chris Schwab focuses on the story of Ray's arrival at a bunker, disrupts Major Cross's team guarding a captured vampire queen. His presence tests loyalties as medical officer Starling and scientist Davis face decisions that could determine humanity's fate in the apocalypse. And this film is, threatening apocalypse in its title, very vampiric. And unfortunately, both of those things are not really leveraged well in terms of impact and horror and just payoff in this film. This film, for such a short runtime, has tons of build-up. And build-up and build-up and build-up. And all that build-up's not really leveraged well to really create compelling characters. It's just situation after situation after situation. And it's quite uninteresting and disengaging for well through the first half of this film, as it's trying to build up this sense of tension, but it never really feels like it accumulates. It never really feels like it materializes. And you're waiting for this looming thing in the background, and when those genre elements start to happen, this is a serious film, but the effects and everything that go into it makes it feel very campy and just doesn't really have that level of danger that you expect out of what you're supposed to be getting from this film. It winds up leaving you a bit hollow and unsatisfied with what is supposed to be being offered through this, and the characters and the performances are pretty uneven and flat, and all of that tension, that build-up, just never clicks. And then by the time you start getting some of these elements and this looming danger, it feels very muted and just kind of falls flat. And when you get towards the end of this film, it's like, what did I get out of this? How did this advance the story? Was anything really impactful? And even just the filmmaking feels very clunky and uneven, and from a visual standpoint, very uninteresting and messy. And you take a step back by the time this film ended, and this is obviously some kind of sequel to Fangs Out that came out before it. It just feels like this bunch of build-up that really never hits a satisfying payoff, and you kind of just feel left like you've lost so much, and it just doesn't deliver, and it's not really worth the time, honestly. And maybe if you're really into these kind of vampiric horror kinds of elements, I don't even know if it'll still be satisfying because there's just not enough of it. But you could still might get some of that, especially more in the second half of this film for sure. But those are my thoughts on Fangs Out, Blood Apocalypse. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.